Hey everyone, it's Nashwauk Steve. I am here in my utility room slash laundry room, and up above me is the ceiling that we're going to address with this project. As you can see, it's a mess. There's wires everywhere and got a bunch of pipes there too. We're going to go ahead and show you a way you can cover up a ceiling like this. Suspended ceilings are always an option, but in this case we've got a large duct over there that is blocking one of the corners, and there's not much clearance up above me here with these cabinets for putting in suspended ceiling. So we're going to go ahead and do a slat ceiling where we block down each of these ceiling joists a little bit, and then we're going to put white slats going the opposite direction. You'll see what we do here as we get started. First thing I'm going to show is the materials I have and how I'm going to go ahead and prep the ceiling for some of the work. Just so happens that the amount I need to block down the ceiling is about a little over 1.5 inches, which is perfect for 2x4s that are cut in half. So this is my all my pieces that I am going to be putting up there. I labeled them each according to the joist that they go on and their position left to right. So you can see we have here would be 1B. That'd be one of the first ones to go up, and then it goes all the way to I think 16. So these are going to all get put up there. I went ahead and pre-painted these on 3 sides just because we're trying to keep as much light as possible with white up on the ceiling. Not much of this is going to be seen in the end, as you'll see, but at least in the gaps there'll be some white poking through from these supports. Also, one thing I wanted to mention with this project is the lighting in this room is absolutely terrible. We've got above my head one light there, and then on the other side of the room we've got one light there, and that one's on a pull string. So we're going to go ahead and redo all that as well with this project, putting in some LED lights. We're going to wire them in, so we'll have 8 of those in here, so it'll be nice and bright and it'll all operate on the switch. So I finished putting in all the blocks that I'm going to be using to support the slat ceiling on. You can see these little white painted pieces there on both sides. Just kind of going everywhere that I can, going around any obstructions that we have. And there's quite a few obstructions as we go this way, but they're all mounted. They're all screwed into the floor joists with either 2 or 3 2-inch screws. I pre-drilled them all too, just to make sure nothing would split when I put them in place. Next step for this project is going to be the lighting. So I'm going to start over here at this light, and I'm going to be running wire into the designated spots that I have for lighting. So there's going to be 8 lights in here. So we'll start putting the wire in place. I'm just going to use the existing openings that I have, like you see in here and here, to run the wire. So it's not going to be going through the floor joist. It's going to be stapled to the bottom of the floor joist there, but it'll be above the slats, so it'll be concealed once the ceiling gets in place. So that'll be the next step. Okay, so for the electrical, I just made a quick back of the envelope kind of drawing here what the electrical is going to be. So I'm starting at the existing light. I'm going to make that just a junction box, and then I kind of estimated the distances between each light across the whole room, so I knew how much to get. And then I went ahead and, like I said, used the existing openings to just fish that wire through. So you see there's wires like this, just each place that there's going to be a light. We got wire sticking out, ready to go. So that's all set. Now I've been working on this for a little over another day, and I started putting the boards in place, so you can see over here what it starts to look like. So I wanted to make sure that I was using this edge, that I was parallel with this edge of the cabinets. So I just took a straight edge and measured up, put a line, you can see it right there on each of the joists, followed that across and started laying my first board. And then I'm using 1/2 inch spacing. It's actually the end of a Sharpie marker. It works perfect, and I'm putting that in there. doing that. So as I come across lights in these places here, I'm wiring them in right away, because before I put that board in there, it's a lot easier to reach in and help get the light situated and everything. They're just using small LED 3-inch light fixtures. They look like this. Very easy to install. It's got the little clips there that clip onto the wood, the ceiling. I put a little Romex connector in there. Very simple, easy, direct contact with insulation is fine. So that's what I have so far. Now I'm about to the next light, so I'm gonna put one more piece in here and then put the light in and keep going. For the light, just use a jigsaw, cut the hole and pull the wires that you had through, making sure that when you use the jigsaw you don't snag any of your wires up there. Make sure they're tucked to the side really well. That's how it's coming for now. I'll give another update once I get some more pieces in place. Like I showed in the last clip, this is a nice little 9-watt LED self-contained little can. Really nice for wiring up. You just got white, black in your ground. And then up here, coming from the ceiling, I've got the wire that comes from the previous light here, one going to the next light. Just, get the blacks together there, get the white grouped up back there, and the grounds, hook them up with wire nuts to the light leads, and that's all there is to it. Then you pull these little clips up like this, slide one side in, lift the other clip in, slide the other one up, and it's that easy. This just comes with a nice little cover that goes on it. 2 screws hold that in place as well. It's pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and wire this one up and keep going. Okay folks, here is the finished product. I've just finished this up and got everything cleaned up in here. I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the details, the parts that are a little more challenging. Obviously I had to custom cut a piece there for that dryer vent, goes around the corner. And then anything I had to nail up above these cabinets, I had to use a smaller nail gun. My finished nailer wouldn't fit up there. And then over here too, some custom fitting on that last piece. And I stopped here just to give some room for our Wi-Fi, the router there, and the modem coming in. And then here is where the utilities come into play, so a lot of mouse hole cuts there. For that street valve there, I notched out where the handle needs to be able to flip up. Some thermostat cables coming down there. And then stopped over here where there's some storage and just a bunch of stuff in the way. The furnace exhaust goes and pokes through there, as well as the water and the electrical for the well. I know that a lot of you might see this and think, well, when that guy gets a water leak, he's going to be not so happy redoing a lot of this work, and I guess that's the risk I'm willing to take on. I know I did a slat ceiling, so if we do have a leak somewhere or we have any problem up there, I can pop one of these off, make the repair. I get pretty good access while doing it because they're each about 7 inches wide, and then go ahead and put it back in place. Where I do know I'll be taking stuff off, up above here, above this door, I have all the connections for our coaxial coming from our satellite dish and going to every room. You can see I use screws there for these 2 boards. That way they can come off easily and go back on a place. I anticipate I'll be needing to get back there at some point. So that's it for the project, covering up a gross utility laundry room ceiling. With this is a nice solution. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something from it. That's all I've got to share this time. Thanks.